Welcome to the No Shots Podcast with Chuck and Duck.
An engineer Ben behind the scenes.
The No Shots Podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. The best beans in the galaxy are the only way to start your morning. Go to dankdelish.com and order up. You can listen, like, and subscribe to the No Shots Podcast on Spotify and YouTube. And listeners, come on, we need some fan mail. Send us anything to noshotspod@gmail.com. Please do. Enjoy the show. All right, quickly before the show begins, this is Chuck here. Of course, giving myself a minute, starting right here, the minute 45 minute point. Not to overstep anything we talked about on the pod, but the Celtics lost to the Sixers last night in Game 7. They got absolutely clobbered in the first and third quarters. And I think the reasons for that are a lot of the reasons that we mentioned on the pod. So I'm not going to go into those there. But I think the bigger thing is that's frustrating is this team just kind of definitely lost its identity in this series. And they did some really nice things during the regular season, but they kind of shied away from those things in this series, like playing a deeper, more athletic group of guys, and that includes Shireman, who they threw into this Game 7. And obviously, this team was always flawed, but there clearly were some things that they could have done here that could have changed the outcome. And so, that's the frustrating thing. And I think it's time for, them to look themselves in the mirror and realize, something's got to change here. So I think it's almost kind of nice going into the offseason like that, even if this loss kind of sucks. But, Philly was just the better team. So that's it. Enjoy the pod.
It was a great.
Live Your Life?
Maya.
D.I.?
Maya. Ha, ha. No.
Or is the original? I'm just thinking of the sample.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the sample. This is like a foreign song.
It's the original. Okay. So
yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I like
it's
that.
Actually a great playlist.
Yeah.
But he's
for the common folk.
I figured I would make a playlist, a normal one.
Wait. Hold on. Did I don't know. I was just talking about this song last night.
Really?
Maya He?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is
I
it?
was.
Numa Ye?
The sampled version, because it was popular 10-hour loop that Nate and Ted would have on constantly during college. And then it was like a bit that we had to send that to or I don't know. I feel like it was on the internet a bit to send that to people that gets around.
It's a college
but
bit.
Anyway, there's the commercial last night for the Masters of the Universe, and I was wondering, are they gonna have that sampled version of the song in?
What's the Masters of the Universe?
Well, there's a long ass that's like He-Man, and there's a video with the sampled version of that song with all of the Masters of Universe, the skull guy.
Oh yeah.
And it's 10 hours long of He-Man thing over and over.
With
Skeletor.
Not Hey Yeah.
With Skeletor. With the song that's
not the same song though.
What?
It's not Numa. Right? Is it with Numa Ye?
We're thinking of
I don't know. It's
we're talking about three
one.
different songs
Yeah.
now. No, I think
Maya. Maya. Yeah,
I think T.I.
That's
sampled it in our lifetime.
I'm bugging.
Anyway.
You're
I
thinking
think
of
you're right too.
Numa.
Anyway. Yeah.
Delete all
I
this.
told myself I'd stop talking about it last night because I didn't know enough about it.
It's really responsible of you.
I try
dare you.
sometimes,
For
you know.
sure.
Give a-
You have to
uninformed
admit sometimes
opinion.
this complete defeat
You're responsible
on
man.
an issue.
Responsible
It's
man.
Because you will just keep talking about it
right.
over in your head trying to figure it out, but you really just don't know enough.
You don't know shit.
And when no one else around is there to inform you, then
Then
it's
just
really
hear.
lost on everyone in the conversation. So I tried to move on.
I just try not to talk about things when I don't know about them, but sometimes you do get caught up in a convo. And you just know you don't.
You
have
just
all
want
the
to give your
facts.
opinion.
You absolutely.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best lack all conviction and the worst are full of passion.
Diggy dog.
Yep.
Diggy dog.
Manage me live.
Yep.
I hope it's recording.
Well, welcome to the No Shots podcast. I'm your host.
That's a pretty good intro, huh?
Duckaroony.
Yeah.
To the left of me, we got Chuckaroony.
That's me, I wasn't the duck.
No, I'm the duck. And to the right of me, we got
Borsalino Ben.
Barcelino Badalino. Barcelino Cappuccino.
Borsalino Cappuccino. Welcome to the No Shots Cappuccino.
It's been a while. It's been.
It has been a while.
Has been a while.
Yep. And we got lots to talk about. Mostly NBA playoffs. And yeah, we're gonna recap what's happened in the play-in and
basketball
round
means,
one of
everything
the
in my
NBA
life.
And a little look forward, I suppose.
A little
And a little
preview
look into
ahead.
the future.
The future.
Quick thoughts on the
Speaking.
WNBA stuff,
Oh yeah.
and that's it. But first, speaking of,
I was gonna say, speaking of char,
Char.
how about those marshmallows last night?
I had char the other night
Yeah.
around the campfire.
We just roasted those
You-
Oh,
things
yeah.
nice and well.
I showed up
And
late.
you-
I showed up late.
Yeah, you showed up late and you were blasted off of those miracle mojitos.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking
You were
miracle.
drunk.
Dude, I
drunk
found
on that.
a bush
You know-
full of miracle berries. What do you want from me?
And you brought them to the bartender.
Yeah.
I know, I understand.
I mean, what else?
Like,
That's
hey,
that
you gotta
is the
make mojitos
responsible
here.
thing to do.
Here, bartender,
Yeah.
make some mojitos with these.
Those things are dangerous, man.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, one thing leads to another out here. It's just-
Out here
You
on
just-
the
You
island.
get your
Yeah.
drink on and you just...
Out here on the island.
But yeah, I made the perfect s'more. It's unbelievable.
It did look
and you know,
It was
we were.
right
I
amount
was.
of char, right amount of chewy, ooey
Yeah.
gooey.
Are you a char fully guy? Or
I'm
are
a
you
fully
like,
char guy.
You're fully charred?
Yeah.
You're herpy fully loaded?
fully charged.
Hope fully charged. I'm charged up. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
a beautiful.
I can only do like one or two.
Mine fell off the stick into the fire.
Bro, that was so
It was
depressing.
tragic.
I hate when that happens.
Now that
It
was a real char.
It was the last
was
marshmallow too.
Tragic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So, but I did go for like a midnight swim.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Those midnight
I thought there was
sins.
a shark out there.
The manatees I saw
you-
the other day.
Did you keep? I guess it was nighttime. Did you bring your flashlight? Otherwise, how could you see the fin? Did you
How'd you
know
know?
it was a
It was a
shark?
moonlit night.
It was a moonlit night.
Oh, yeah. moon's
You know
bad.
that
Yeah.
you didn't notice.
It's
the
kind of
moon?
weird. Have you guys noticed like it's like every night it's a full moon here?
It's
it's
been
like
like
a
a full
little
moon
weird.
or like 90% of a moon.
Pretty much. Like we don't.
We haven't seen a crescent in like
No.
months.
Have not.
Months. And I've noticed the
Um,
moon hasn't been moving
Yeah,
much from the same spot.
Yeah.
That moon hasn't moved
It hasn't
in 5
It
months.
hasn't waned at all.
Or waxed.
Or waxed for that matter. There was one day I thought it was waning.
But no, it
And
just
it wasn't.
can't.
The next day it waxed right back.
Yeah.
Some
So.
We
blow,
should, yeah.
wax blowback
Um,
over here. On the,
So, other than that, I think that I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good.
How is everyone else?
Really, really, really good. I'm doing great, man.
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Toes in the sand.
Toes in the sand.
Yes, I can.
Shoulders getting tan.
Shoulders getting tan.
Eyes under Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
Soaking it up. Island.
Not sponsored,
Okay.
by the way.
Sponsored by...
Soon. Pending.
Pending...
They haven't responded to our emails.
Who?
Ray-Bans.
Oh, yeah. Right. We love Ray-Bans.
Love Ray-Bans.
We are
Please sponsor
planning
us.
on making
Don't
them a
worry, Ray-Bans
future
is not.
client.
Please sponsor us.
You guys have cool sunglasses today.
Thank you. Thank you. These are the Ray-Bans Maxes, bro.
Did you just get those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got them shipped in. It took 6 weeks to get them
6
to
weeks
get
to
over
get
here to
them.
this island.
But that's how great
I got 'em.
Ray-Bans is. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where there's a will,
Yeah.
there's a Ray-Ban.
I got the purple Flex 500s.
Purple flexies.
Yeah, these are the green X Factor 300s.
It's funny that we're naming the colors when we can just see them.
I know.
It's for the listeners. You gotta paint a picture for the listeners.
That's the kind of attention that these
Yeah.
glasses draw.
Exactly.
They do.
They just draw you right to the face.
Right to the face.
Boom.
Boom. Left
Face.
eye. They're fucking indestructible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't break them.
I cannot
And
break
Ray-Ban
them.
told us personally that we couldn't sell their product, but here we are doing such a good job.
We're doing
So
good
we're
on the
trying to prove
community.
them wrong.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
the market, Ray-Ban.
Please
It's about to
sponsor us.
go up.
About to go
Up.
boom.
about to go-
One more
And
sale
then
than
we'll
usual.
talk the facts
Then
and
we'll
the
talk
data.
facts, and they will
Yeah.
come to the table.
Boom.
So yeah, how
Well,
you doing?
well,
How you doing, Danny boy?
I'm doing good. What else is new in the news in your lives? I'm trying to think of anything fun for me. Nope, nothing new fun.
And we might have
Oh
a
my
surprise
gosh.
guest tonight.
Oh boy.
I don't think so, but
Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe
We'll see.
pending.
but in case we do, now that's in there.
Yeah,
In
pending
case you do,
interview.
that's good. Good. Covering
Yeah.
all the
And
bases.
interview still pending with Trey Jameson. Big shout out to him.
Shout out to Trey.
Oh yeah.
We'll get him soon.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing archaeology. In
What's new in the
Massachusetts and
hole?
Maine. The holes. I can't talk about it too much.
Okay.
But
NDAs.
Oh my
there's no
gosh.
NDAs. I probably could just talk.
Don't
about
you
it.
have some things to say?
Farmer Dave? That's all I got to say.
Farmer Dave.
Farmer Dave. Yeah.
Okay. Big shout out to Farmer Dave. Are we dissing him or shouting him out?
Remains to be seen.
Well, that's up to your
That's up to
interpretation,
your interpretation,
listeners.
But I want to shout
But
out.
do
the-
vote, please.
Yeah.
Do vote.
Email us.
Do vote. Give us a thumbs
Email
up.
us, thumbs
Email
up.
us. Farmer Dave thumbs up.
Farmer Dave thumbs down.
And
What
we
do you
will
think?
tally your votes. noshotspod@gmail.com. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Send
right.
send in your thumbs up or thumbs downs on Farmer Dave, and we will give you a final count
Boom.
Yeah.
next pod.
Oh my gosh.
Want to shout out my crew. They all requested shout outs, I think.
Okay, go down
Yeah.
go down the list.
But I promised to change their names, so I'm going to give them all a fake last name.
Okay.
So shout out to Megan Smith, Victoria Smith, Brian Smith, Liz Smith,
Shout Liz.
Olivia Smith, and Jenny Wellington.
Oh, it's a
There's
bunch of Smiths
Big
and
applause
one
to those-
Wellington.
Yeah.
to them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
applause to them
just
all.
beautiful.
Those are their real last names, and a fantastic group of diggers and screeners. What more can I ask
Yeah,
for?
but really, more importantly, they're just all just beautiful people.
Exactly.
If you were affected by the Smith family and the Wellingtons digging on your property, please email us.
Because we
You
know
may
the
be-
culprit.
You may be the title.
To compensation. Oh yeah, I got poison ivy. That's my big update.
Yeah, it's a big update.
Every time I start this
Shit,
fucking
shit.
job, I get
I
fucking
know.
poison ivy.
Itchy
all
Ben.
Keep
over.
that scratching away from the mic.
Yeah.
I've been scratching. I've been very good.
You know, when I was doing landscaping and it was
Yeah.
the worst. I used to go to bed with socks and put socks on my arms and I would dip them in cold water and then I would go to bed.
Did you have poison ivy?
Yeah, all
Oof.
over my arms.
Socks and cold water.
The best thing is salt water. Just gotta sink that thing in some.
Oh,
That
Yeah,
was
the salt
always
gets
the
you
best natural.
I
cure
should have
for
gone in
me.
the ocean.
Yeah, just a little. Oh, it feels so good, like a little
Can
burn.
after
and
the pod.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll drive out to Coney. You drive out to Coney after this pod. Yeah.
Yeah. If only we were in New York.
Yeah.
They're building it.
Drive
The
out to-
road.
I was thinking
They're building a new Coney.
The biggest road ever built to Coney Island. That's the first place I would go.
Ooh, a Coney Island dig. That could be a good dig.
Oof, no. I
Find
don't
all the
know.
dogs.
No,
Find all those glizzes.
I don't want to dig in Coney Island.
That's more
sand.
like archaeology.
That would.
Arkansas.
Yeah, you would just find a million fucking Nathans
Hot dog
wrappers.
buns. Yeah.
Nathan's buns and shit.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Too much
The
Nathan's.
secret tunnels under Nathan's.
It goes from Nathan's all the way to
Okay. Jeez.
Maybe like,
the
oh,
World Trade Center.
This is a bolt from the cyclone. Cyclone collapses.
Uh-oh. Cyclone resigned.
Cyclone resigned. All right.
All right, enough fluff.
Enough fluff. Shout out to New York.
We're all doing good. We're all done with our shouts.
Shout out. I didn't shout out anyone.
Who do you shout out?
Who are you shouting out? Firo. That's my
Firo.
shout-out.
That is a pretty cool card. I don't know. I don't know who to shout out. I really haven't been, talking to that many people.
I'm interacting.
I've been
with
in my
people.
art hole.
Hey,
In the
sometimes
island.
you need to be in the art hole.
A little.
That's
That's I've
good.
been in
I
a
like
little
that.
black art hole, black hole.
I like that.
So, oh my gosh.
What
Yeah,
kind
I
of
got
art are you
nothing.
doing in the hole?
Well, I was doing some writing. I mean, I did write a really long piece about the Kings
Ooh.
on my
yeah.
Substack.
I have to catch up.
Save it
on-
for the
on
pod.
It's like
Substack.
way too long.
And what's your stack called, Charles?
Local
Wait.
boy landscaping.
There you go.
There you go. Go
There you
go
go.
read it.
If you want to
Which
read
is-
those
You wanna
poison
read those
ivy
poison
takes.
fake landscaping company name, which was Manny and I,
But it was a
my
real
band.
landscaping company, right?
we did fundamentally go around as a team and do landscaping jobs, but it did not have the title for the company. So when I put it on my resume, though, I added that
Oh, okay. I see.
because also we
I
would
think that's fine.
we always wanted the headline, local boys
Local boy.
save dogs. So I just kind of combined those two ideas into local boy landscaping. That
Yeah.
would,
Local boy landscaping is great. I would
because that's
totally-
what we
I would
were,
totally
just
hire
two
two
local
local
boys
boys.
going around
Landscaping.
finding landscaping,
Yeah.
finding
Find a
jobs,
landscape.
digging
Find a
holes and
landscape.
raking leaves
Yeah.
and weeding.
Right. See, we've never
Lawn mowing.
We've never been local boys. We cannot.
No,
be.
you guys
Oh,
are
we've been
city
city
boys,
slickers.
city slickers.
City
Yeah,
slickers, city boys.
but
save
there's something
dogs.
nice about. I like, I like being a city slicker.
Yep.
I'm doing my best, but I'm not great.
But sometimes I
It's
feel like a lot
tough,
of city
man.
slickers are in the art hole in their apartments, churning out greatness.
Yeah.
That we'll never hear.
There's something
Or
very
breed.
isolating. The city really squeezes you in.
Yeah. It's a real squeeze.
It's a small box. We all
know.
live in here.
And we don't
Yeah.
have enough public space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today
Or too
is apparently
Too
like
much.
Save Your
Too much.
Park Day or something in the
Really?
city.
Shit.
Carol did a
Shout out to
shout out to
Carol. Shout out to
Carol,
Carol. There
because
you
she
go.
woke up this morning and went and cleaned the park for 3 hours.
She went and saved some parks.
Yep.
So that's
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's better than anything
We've done
I did all
recently.
week. So shout out to that.
Same.
So I found my shout out. Now we should probably talk about basketball
Let's get into the.
because we got an hour before this Celtics demise.
Yeah.
is in-
And then we gotta do a quick live react. If we want. If you
That's
want.
fair. That's totally fair.
It's up to you. But where are we starting with this? I do quick play-in. Let's just get into the playoffs.
Let's just get it. We can talk about the when we run into a team that was in the play-in when we get here. But we could just want to just walk through
just
the
get into
series here. Okay, we want to get some things out of the
Round
way to
one.
just start with.
Yeah.
With this round one. Okay, we have the Thunder just demolishing the Suns. We had a lot of complaining about calls.
Yeah.
But it was an easy 4 games to none,
Yeah.
despite. And Devin Booker lost a lot of money because of what he said into the mic. But
Yeah,
Jalen
Book.
Williams got injured. But this was just unfair at every level.
Yeah, I mean the Suns. Even if it was like better officiating for the Suns side, they
Yeah.
still don't really have a chance.
Yeah, that's why the biggest storyline coming out of this really was all the bitching and the moaning
Bitching,
of
yeah.
just everyone about all the Shea thing. Which
I get it, man. It's
I get
it's
it.
frustrating being a Suns player or fan, and it's just like, we already don't think we have much of a shot,
Mhm.
but now it just feels like,
There's nothing.
yeah,
no chance
there's
at all.
do
no
flail.
calls were going
they're
their
the,
way.
the best flailers.
Oh, out there.
OKC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so. Anyways, the Suns got there by beating the Warriors, right? We'll maybe come back to the Thunder at another point, but
Yeah.
that series was pretty much.
Mhm.
Pretty
If
one-sided.
anything, we just had I don't know.
It was like a game or two. They were
Clearly,
close into it.
SGA was the MVP after that series.
Yeah.
And what else occurred?
MVP of the league.
Yeah. We'll get into that for sure.
Well,
I got
I
some
guess
thoughts.
maybe. But then also, like, yeah, I guess the Jalen Williams thing. I mean, they just look the cleanest. They're the cleanest operation, which I guess makes sense. But I don't know. How much do you weigh that the Suns are just maybe the worst team in the playoffs?
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
really don't.
They're just not a full team to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta give credit to the Suns. Way better than I thought they were gonna be.
Yeah, they had a decent
Brooks
year.
was
Yeah.
an instant floor
Mhm.
raiser for them,
Mm-hmm.
and Jalen Green was out for a little bit, came back, looked bad, and I was like, "Ooh, this is the end of a Jalen Green." And then he looked good for a
And
little
of
while
course,
there in the middle of the
OKC
season.
has like 8 guys who can guard Jalen.
Yeah,
It's the
all those
exact
guys.
skill set that Jalen Green has.
Yeah,
So
so they were definitely much better. Kudos to them to getting to this point. But they have no picks going right forward, so like, why not win a little bit?
yeah,
But get some playoff money revenue. But by far the worst team in the playoffs. Probably. Maybe not by far, but pretty much.
I don't know. It's them or the Trailblazers and the. Well, I guess
The Blazers
I
a
don't
little
know.
better, a little deeper.
I guess
for
the
me-
only
for
other
my
team.
money.
What's up? That I think the Blazers beat them in the play-in
Yeah,
play-in
that's-
game, so we know
exactly.
that they're
Yeah.
better.
Wait,
Yeah.
who'd the Blazers play then? They didn't get into the playoffs.
They
The
made it to the
Blazers-
playoffs. They're the 7th seed.
This is a co-host of a basketball podcast, by the way. I know. You're
yeah.
in your own world.
I'm in my own world.
But no, yeah, the Blazers going to that play-in game. That was the one Denny dropped 47 or
Well,
something.
that's okay. So this is interesting. Actually, an interesting. Who was the worst team in the playoffs? Who actually made the playoffs? Because the contenders are the Suns, the Trailblazers, and I mean or the Rockets.
The Rockets.
Were the
or-
Rockets the worst play?
The Lakers without Luka, but Reese came back,
They won the series,
and then they won the series. So then it's like,
So they win. They're not the worst team. It has to be this Suns. No one from the East. It can't
Yeah.
be anyone from the East. None of these teams on the out East
Can't
are
be.
that bad.
Right.
no. Yeah, it's just the Suns
these
for
are
me.
kind of two. I mean, the Suns.
Maybe the
Suns,
the Hawks.
Suns or Blazers.
The Hawks.
The Hawks were pretty awesome the
pretty-
last 2
They had
months.
some good
They're
games.
pretty awful the last 3, though.
Oh
Yeah, like you said,
You
Yeah.
said awesome,
the last couple months of the regular season.
they were. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you said
But the last-
awful.
Last 3 games.
The last
yeah.
3 games they played
In the
were
series. Yeah.
increasingly horrific.
Yeah.
They fell apart.
Oh, we'll get to it.
Completely, yeah, we'll get into it. But so they're just outside the bottom.
Danny's got his hound.
Yeah, I think it's a toss up between Suns, Blazers.
So
I'll give the
Okay,
Blazers that.
but you just
for
asked
being-
me this: are the Lakers a good defense?
Are they a good defense?
Yeah, the Lakers are good defense. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Ben? No,
But are they in this playoffs?
Like, kind of.
just
No.
no.
Not really. No.
Okay.
I'm leaning like
Like okay,
60-40, no.
Maybe they're like okay, they're not. Maybe they're slightly above average. We could
Yeah,
say maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
If you
well,
compare it to all these other
the
playoff
Rockets
teams, then it's
scored
tough.
last night. The Rockets scored 78 points against
Yeah.
them.
But
Yeah,
also the
I'm motioning
Rockets' offense just
Yeah,
doesn't
I know
happen.
they have injuries and nobody who can create and do anything. Yeah, so but that's why I think I don't know. Maybe they're the worst team. Like,
So-
could the Suns beat the Rockets? You think?
Maybe that could
You
be
know
a
what?
toss up. Could be a toss up.
You know what? Yeah, especially if they're injured. If KD's only gonna play 1 game in the series,
Yeah.
Yeah,
then yeah, they could probably
yeah. You
beat
get
the,
exactly what you get. You get 1 KD game.
1 KD game.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
maybe yeah.
Okay, well, there it is. We're rewarding the Rockets. Congratulations, you're the
Yeah.
you're the
And there-
worst
and there's-
playoff team this year.
Shout out
Okay.
Houston Rockets, because the Suns we didn't expect much out of them,
No,
especially
I mean,
in the series or in the regular season, and
This is
where the
probably
Rockets it was there was
Yeah.
the expectation of this is a contender going to the season, and
Yeah.
then it just all falls apart.
Well, maybe we should just. We want to jump. Should we
Segue right into that?
there
Sure.
next.
Yeah.
You have
I
any
had
leftover Thunder thoughts? I mean,
No, we can. We'll talk. about
okay,
the
yeah,
Thunder,
because
yeah.
we get a little championshipy later. Lakers Rockets.
I had the
4-2.
the Rockets winning the series going into it.
A lot
I
of
was like,
people
I
did
too. Yeah.
because
no
everyone was gone.
Luka. Reeves was hurt. He eventually came back at the end of the series, but I was like, surely a 41-year LeBron isn't going to be able to just carry this team. He looked so bad in the last year's playoffs against Minnesota.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these Rockets are going to do similar things to him. Surely they watched that.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch that tape. But cool to the Lakers. LeBron, maybe just because he missed some time earlier in the middle of the season. He's much fresher this year, and maybe because he was playing that third role for a majority of the year.
Yeah. I just think
He just looked. And
it's funny because the
Let's go ahead.
Rockets really didn't have the guy to guard him. And
Yeah.
once the Lakers sort of figured out, hey, put him in the post, like
Yeah.
Tari Eason's like skinny legs can't hold up to LeBron's just like I'm still
Old man strength.
Hercules,
Yeah.
Yep.
And so like at least the Lakers, I wouldn't say they've played great, like because clearly they have some problems.
Yeah.
And they lost the last 2 games, and they weren't particularly close. And the Rockets aren't. We just call them the worst playoff team. So it's not particularly good. Like they did not get. It didn't get swept, but I think like it just shows like the Lakers have at least enough options on offense to go to, like some kind of strategy that is like they have creation, in it's not like the most efficient. LeBron's not great at all the stuff, like he's a little just slow, so sometimes he can get swallowed up on certain possessions and things, but at least they have a creator who knows what he's doing, and the Rockets just are completely inept in that regard in this series.
Yeah.
And that is just like the difference, because the Lakers can solve some of the Rockets defense, and the Rockets could never solve anything.
Yeah.
Like they were relying on hopes and prayers. Like
Yeah.
we were watching last night. I mean, they missed 15 straight shots last night. And that was after I was I texted you all about the 23 missed
the
straight
Magic.
missed shots. But I was like, oh, the Rockets are going for it. And I was like, they might get there. So it's just, I don't know. I think the Lakers just had more options.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I don't know. And I mean, the way that the Rockets blew that game 3 was just, they were up 6, and Van Gundy had just said, they finally put the door shut, closed the door shut on this game, and then they fouled the 3-point shooter, and then they gave up a LeBron 3 turnover, I think mixed in there, and all of a sudden they had this game with 20 seconds left. They were up by 6, and now we're going into overtime, and of course they lost.
That was like
and it's just
the
like
worst.
Yeah, and then Udoka after the game was taking no response. It's just it's been a weird vibe all season with them.
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
half since the burner
Since
KD,
the burner gate. Yeah.
It's-
Burnergate,
it's not-
it's been the horrible
yeah.
vibes.
Horrible vibes.
Because that first week of the season, it was like, oh,
And
Sengun
the
and KD are best friends.
the Steven
This is looking
Adams
fun.
injury was big.
That's tough.
Because they
The Van
mostly
Fleet injury also was like the
Yeah.
But something is just
catalyst.
wrong with this team, and I wonder what kind of changes. Who knows what will be next?
Ime's out of there, man.
It
You
was
got-
kind of a brutal series for him.
It's like, I feel like he's getting paid a lot. They invested a lot in him, so he might not be
And-
out of there. But
yeah,
if
because
you really want to try win next year, he's
Yeah.
got to be out of there. Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
just
the offense is a toilet. It's been a toilet bowl for years.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not surprised they lost, but it is surprising they're losing to this type of squad on the other end.
Lakers
'Cause
squad.
We'll see what happens. I mean,
Yeah, and the
Reeves did
fashion
look
they
good.
lost it. Yeah, Reeves. Yeah, I think Reeves looked good, but
this was like not a competitive series. It was
No, yeah.
it was like a backdoor 6-game series, not like a real 6-gamer.
it's just
Right.
no, it's just
Like
Sengun looked so bad, just not
Which
wanting to
makes
play
se-
any defense,
yeah.
just begging for calls on the offensive end. It's like you didn't get a lot of these calls last year, dude. You were he was in the playoffs last year. He had some
Yeah.
pretty big games. and he wasn't getting these tough calls.
Yeah.
And now he's just
It's
complaining. It's just
it's hard
horrible
for him
vibes.
though
Yeah.
because they can't space the floor at all.
Right, yeah.
So like,
And they don't have, like,
there's
a
no
great shot
space
creator.
for
I mean,
yeah.
not
There's
shot
no
creator.
space for him to operate where he wants to operate
Yeah.
because you can just squish the floor down.
Yeah.
No one's worried about Thompson or any of these guys shooting beyond KD.
besides
So it's-
KD and fucking Reed Shepherd, but it's just like Reed Shepherd.
let
was-
that guy shoot.
Yeah,
So
young growing pains for him.
the No Shots podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. The best beans in the galaxy are the only way to start your morning. Go to dankdelish.com and order up. Come on. What are you thinking? Is that a good enough sales pitch? We done here? Go order the best beans
for
in the
him.
galaxy. I don't know. So we got next round. We got we'll combine the two first here. We got Thunder Lakers there.
Thunder Lakers. Low look ahead.
Yeah, a little look
Thunder
ahead.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Oof.
What do we think?
Apparently-
I don't
I
think
think the
Luke.
Lakers.
Apparently,
are-
Luka's not close to coming back.
Not close to
there was
coming back.
hope
Yeah.
that he would.
He still
but-
looks in great shape though.
Yeah, he looks great.
Was anyone
In the
watching
sunrise.
last night and seeing that guy with the little white boy with the popcorn necklace who was wearing the Lakers jersey behind?
No, I did not.
No, that he was like in all of LeBron. That kid.
He was dapping up LeBron. And I was
I
like,
think
who is
so.
this? Austin Reeves' son? He was the little white boy with a
popcorn
popcorn
necklace?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Netflix, the host of our Island
Yeah.
Survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, is that? I don't know. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
So funny.
So,
That's funny.
What?
is this
So yeah,
No,
let's
yeah,
preview. What do you think?
The Lakers are going to get eviscerated.
eviscerated?
Eviscerated.
Now there
Ooh.
is no Jalen Williams in this
So
series.
what did Jalen Williams go down with exactly?
It's a calf
Calf?
thing, I think.
Does
Let me
it
just
does it
make
matter
sure.
that much for that team? I just feel like they're they're not going to lose to these Lakers like the Rockets. Do you think the
Grade
Lakers,
one
did the
hamstring
Lakers win that
strain.
series, or did the Rockets like fuck it like more so? Which
The
one?
Rockets fucked it.
Yeah. a little both. I mean, yeah, the Rockets fucked it more than I'm giving 80-20 on that.
Yeah,
The Rockets fucked
That's
it.
why I'm doing this whole pod. I'm just gonna give.
I like these.
percentages.
Yeah, like do the percentages.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
You could be the percentage guy
I'm a
on this
percentage
pod.
guy,
We do-
yeah.
Every pod needs a percentage
Oh,
person.
for
What
sure.
do you what do you got, percentage guy? He's like the dealer in Deal or No Deal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like gives a good little call. I'll go 60-40, no higher.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Okay, so I guess
I got OKC in 4.
four. So you're picking them. They're going to be 8-0 going into the conference finals.
Why not?
I'm out on that.
You don't
OKC's
think,
gonna
you think
botch a game.
Reeves can do?
Oh yeah, someone's gonna get super
I
hot.
think with the,
Rui's gonna hit like 8 threes one game.
yeah,
It's just something weird like that's gonna happen.
For sure, it's possible.
I guess they're going to put Hartenstein on LeBron. I just
They probably will. Yeah,
it's
probably
interesting
will
because
work.
Jalen Williams is. I guess they could put Dort on him
Dort
Dort.
because he's beefy.
Yeah, he's a beefy
That's
young
kind of a
short
good
guy.
He
matchup.
can bother LeBron.
Make him just shoot.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's shorter, but he's a great. He's gonna bother.
If-
the other
I-
Williams.
I
Who's the other
think-
Williams?
I think that.
Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
Two, a bigger Jalen Williams.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
J-
think
J.
there's
Will.
too many good defenders, but this will be a
Yeah.
interestingly called series, don't you say? The
There is always
Lakers.
that- there is
Oh,
always
you have
yeah.
the
that
Lakers.
Lakers are-
center
It's
magic.
tradition.
They're
that the
D1
Lakers
complainers.
gets calls, and
Yeah.
then OKC
Yeah.
seemingly is the best
Oh, they're the
flailing
new,
team.
the
So
new flailers.
So it kind
They'll
of cancels
play
each other
your
out. I mean, they're
flailers.
both teams that get calls.
yeah,
It'll be
So
interesting.
it should be even series on that front
Nah. Okay, so he's gonna get more calls.
somehow. How is this?
Somehow.
That's
Well,
the
I mean,
thing.
LeBron's
It
gonna
doesn't
get
make
calls for
much
sure.
sense about all the call.
But maybe like
complaining
if
is-
Lou Dort gets
crazy.
kicked out of a game or something, he gets a couple technicals or whatever,
Yeah.
or gets
Well,
suspended.
Who did he trip in
Something
the
weird
first
could
round?
happen.
Who did he do? He did it again. He did it again.
someone
He
on
tripped
the-
Booker's?
on the side.
Booker.
No, not Brooks.
Brooks.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
Brooks.
Not Booker. I think it was Brooks. The Booker tech. Going back to that was ridiculous.
Oh, that was
That
ridiculous.
was the worst call
Is this
I've
why
seen
we
in a
hate?
while.
And we Caruso arguing for it.
Yeah.
And
Is
is this why we hate?
and
Because like,
Dagnall getting in there? Oh, yeah.
this-
I saw John Boy
So, like-
lip reading of that.
because in theory,
or someone.
Like, this is what's so weird is like, we just hate them because why is there this hate? Because technically they should be a team that we love. It's just all homegrown, like it's a small market team, but yet just stuff keeps it. We're not even like, I don't even think we're at anywhere close to the peak of the hate, but like we seem to be going further and just further, and maybe that's just naturally the direction of a great franchise.
Yeah.
But it just seems weird because they're all the things that we should like, and then we're like finding these things to really hate on them for.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Are they obnoxious or are we imagining it? Like, I just can't, like, sometimes I'm like, I just don't know. Like, I can't tell the line.
It's a little both, because honestly, if I'm fucking Caruso and Dagno in that situation, I'm probably snitching too and be like, hey, that should be a tech just to get a call.
Yeah.
But
it was like such an innocent ball throw.
It's such an innocent ball
never
throw.
should have been called.
That's
a real problem.
Called,
but it just in general, like, why do we hate this?
It's very interesting because I feel like they were the heroes last year and even a little bit of the year before, and they very quickly soured the whole public and NBA fandom soured on them very quickly this season.
The Suns?
The Thunder. They're the villain of the league now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
They went from heroes to villain.
That's what happened. Yeah,
live long enough to see.
It didn't happen to the Nuggets. It didn't happen to the Celtics. It didn't happen to any of these other championship teams, really.
No, it kind of happened to the Lakers, but also they did like weird roster construction.
The
Lakers have always been there.
You can't even count because
Lakers
it's always
constantly
happened to the Warriors.
State of villainy.
It happened to the Warriors. That was like the main team that happened to recently.
But
they didn't have like a move that like the Warriors. It was just mostly.
The thing about the Warriors is, like, I feel like when we first saw the Warriors, everyone loved the Warriors.
Yeah,
when we first, I don't feel that same way about this team at all.
I think a lot of people, not everyone, not across the board, but I think a lot.
But like, it's taken
people loved them at first.
Yeah,
it wasn't maybe until like during the playoff run last year, maybe you started seeing a little more naysayers than usual.
Yeah,
but leading up to that, it was like what. A very unpopular opinion to not like SGA or the Thunder when they were like on the rise.
And coming.
Yeah, when they first started getting good, and he got great, But yeah, it's just
I don't know. It's a personality thing and character thing. I think with these players and Steph Curry.
Well, we love
love
look
Steph.
at Steph Curry.
We just love Steph.
He's just lovable.
Oh yeah, we love Steph. But no, I was gonna say we loved OKC's personality with the group interviews and stuff. The vibes were great.
Even though we're
it changes
copycats.
Once you win.
They won.
It changes once
that
you
might
win.
have just been it.
Yeah,
they won. If they lose to the Pacers, maybe we hate the Pacers.
Golden State did too, but Steph
even though they
Curry,
suck,
no way,
just another thing.
No way. I think if we love the Pacers because we know the Pacers probably just aren't. They're never going to do that ever again. Like, we kind of just know that was it, and it was one magical ride.
A magical ride.
True.
But I actually think we'd start to like OKC then, because now they have like a redemption arc that they just have not had, because it's just been, maybe that's the thing, is that it's just, they have never really had to go through a gut punch. They've literally just taken like a step ladder,
sailing,
one,
to the top.
step championship, and now they're at the top, and it just feels like that was way too easy for them to just like tiptoe.
I guess
up those
their gut
stairs.
punch was losing to the Mavs a couple years ago,
but that was
even
a natural step.
That was a natural step.
They had never been in the playoffs before.
That was just their first time in the playoffs, and they lost.
If Minnesota broke through and won the championship, we'd all be like. Or even like the Knicks, I think we'd all sit here and be like, "That's kind of a cool ride."
Yeah,
like
we love those.
Or even like
one-off.
I think like the
Pistons,
even the
Mavericks.
Celtics the other day. Like the Celtics had crushing loss after crushing loss before we could get to that point. Like
Nuggets,
in a way, and the Nuggets had some hard failures too. Due to injuries too. Let's
really break this down.
The Thunder just went
10 more minutes. Here's the thing. Maybe because context matters. They got all these picks, right, from training their stars, right? Obviously the KD thing, right? Blah blah blah. Lead up, right? The domino effect. And we kind of saw this coming the whole time, even though they were bad and getting all these young talent, all these picks, and blah blah. We knew that eventually the Thunder were just going to be this crazy homegrown team. Now there's here.
But it
okay,
never happens.
It never. It doesn't
like a
always
lot of
happen
people
like that.
say that.
Yeah.
But the writing was on the wall. Like, oh, Presti's an evil genius. Just give it Thunder a couple years, whatever. And they have too many picks to even draft these players. They can't even play all these guys, right? That's how many picks they have.
Right.
And SGA just blossoms into the star. They did have some rough years. He was hurt a few years.
Yeah.
There was that. But maybe because we like
was
OKC with all these picks, we're just always on the back of our minds. Like,
yeah.
okay, like we don't know how good they will be and how many of these picks are going to hit, but they have a treasure trove of picks that was like always at the back of our mind. And then just it kind of came out of nowhere for us. And the vibes were good, good.
Yep.
And we were like, also they still have 30 more picks going forward. So that's a thing. And now that they're here and won, we're like, we're just fucking sick of this.
Yeah.
It was just
Because it was prescribed, and now we've taken the medicine.
Yeah,
I guess.
and
So-
now we're throwing the medicine down
What
the
does
toilet.
what does a league look like where Wemby is the dominant force?
All right.
Well, we'll
you
get
want
to
to make
that.
a
We'll get to that.
transition here?
We could talk about
I know.
the Spurs
Okay, but first,
We'll get
okay,
to that.
before we get to that, let's we can continue there, but let's just say, so you're picking a sweep, then Ben,
You got to sweep.
Yeah,
You got
stick
okay,
to my
scene 4.
guns. I don't
Yeah,
care. Yeah,
valid.
fuck it.
you going in 4?
I'm going. I want to say 6, but I'm going 5.
I'm gonna go with 5 as well.
Okay.
My heart hurts. I feel like
Just one
These
weird
Could
Reeves
be
game.
a weird game.
I think there's gonna be one weird game.
Weird
I also think there's just gonna be
home Lakers game where they get every
I think
call.
there's just gonna be another game. I my gut's telling me 6, but I realistically don't see them getting 2 games. But hey,
okay.
watch it be 6.
All right.
You heard it here first, listeners.
Watch it be
Okay,
6.
well, yes.
Jesus
Bringing over to
Christ.
our others, I think this was the other series that was just easy. Indeed the Spurs.
Spurs.
Blazers. There was a
over
moment
the Blazers.
of uncertainty at the beginning.
It was,
Wemby got the
So
concussion.
yeah,
The
there was the first
concussion,
game
which is funny
was
because
all
he hit
Spurs.
his head on
Hit his
the
head.
ground.
Yeah.
And apparently he was mad about the concussion protocols.
Yeah,
Wow.
he
Different.
said he didn't like
That's
it.
And
the
they-
European mindset.
And they cut
man.
off his mic when he's tried to talk
Yeah,
about it.
in like a
right?
post game interview.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was a weird mic cut off,
Weird
and he
mic
was just
cut
still
off.
talking without it on.
Yeah.
Who knows? That could have been just someone like knocking over a wire or
No, it
something.
seems a little suspicious.
But it's
to me.
weird, there's conspiracy theorists are gonna go. They're gonna go crazy with that one. But yeah, they lost game 2. No Wemby, he has a concussion. So maybe Portland could get another game or 2, make it a series. If
It
there's no
looked
Wemby.
that way because like Denny was playing hot and Scoot had an
Scoot was, like-
amazing game.
we gotta give our flowers to
looked-
Scoot.
yeah,
From bust
Scoot
to
looked
like,
good.
oh, he's awesome.
He could play.
He's fun to
He
watch.
could play.
Man.
I don't know what's going to happen next year though when
No.
Damian Lillard comes
No.
back though, and they got Drew Holiday. I guess they played just all those guys, but
Yeah, who knows? We go really small with Denny and a big out there, and
Yeah.
Jeremy. I don't know.
Denny's good
Denny's good. That's what I want to say about the play-in game is
and
him.
Klingon.
Oh yeah, Clinton hit a couple threes. It's such a weird jump shot when he does shoot.
Wow, he's like a dinosaur out there. Been full like
He's such a weirdo. He's such a weird. And he had the toughest matchup of all time. Is Garden Wemby.
yeah, absolutely.
But like,
That's rough.
he's a good
it's-
player.
he's good. I like Klingon.
This is some Jeremy Grant appearances.
Jeremy Grant, some Time Lord appearances. That was fun too.
Man.
Time
Time Lord
Lord.
was
He
good.
played Wemby, of course, better.
What I would give to have Time Lord on the
Back on the
Celtics right now.
Celtics?
Yeah.
My-
Oh
like
my
right
God.
now, I would pay a lot for
Oh,
him to be
yeah.
on my team right now.
Fucking
Because he was pretty good.
yeah, there was a point once the Blazers went down. I was like, maybe just start Time Lord here for the next game.
I think it was interesting because there was a
Or play
little
more.
inflection point like after game 2,
Mhm.
right? The Spurs lost game 2.
Yeah.
Of course, Wemby went out. And then they went into game 3 without him, and they looked really lost in that game 3 for about the first half or whatever. And then they just put it, and then that's when the Scoot upset Dylan Harper, who just had a maniac quarter.
Yeah.
The maniac third quarter.
That was
And
awesome.
they just kind of blitzed the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And from that point on, because also in like game 4 and like game 5, the Blazers just had leads, even
Yeah.
when Wemby came back. Like
Yeah.
one double digit one. It just felt like the Spurs were like, at any point in time, could be like, you know
going
what? We're
crazy,
better
man.
than you guys.
Just
So
play
slide
amazing
aside.
defense.
We're winning this fucking game.
Yep.
Yeah, and they
steal
could
the
just
momentum.
just completely push around them. So
Yeah.
I mean, I was just kind of utterly impressed because you'd figure that they'd have a little nerves at least. I mean, it's a bunch of rookies and second years guys, young guys on this Spurs squad. Not that there's like a lot of experience. Drew Holiday came to play a little bit.
Yeah.
Till his old bones started to show later in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if you ask which is not it's not obvious, but like the Spurs and the Thunder were the two most dominant forces in these entire first round. Clearly.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because
it was,
that's
gentleman's
a different kind of waxing. Like it's not like I mean, I guess the level that the Knicks hit sort of at the end of that Hawks thing, I think you could probably put on this thing. It just took them a minute to get there.
To get there, figure it out.
But it felt like, what are we gonna see from the Spurs in the playoffs? Here, that they're young. Even though, the Trailblazers had nothing to lose, and they have some experienced guys on that roster.
Yeah, Grant.
So
Drew.
could this be trouble? And it just not only were the wins easy, it just felt like just an utter mismatch. Where
after that game too, it just felt like the Spurs were just waiting to just attack, and that's in those second halves.
So it does kind of feel like this is the only hope for the NBA fan that doesn't like the Thunder.
Let's get to Denver, Minnesota, because I think it all ties in.
Yeah, I think it does because the problem here is that Ant is injured. Just looking forward, but anyways, what happened? What happened to Denver? I said this a long time ago. I'm out. I'm just out on Denver.
Yeah,
I just don't think they have the defense. Say what you will about MPJ, but at least he was a big strong body. And now you have Cam Johnson, who's just not going to help you.
Yeah, I didn't even think Cam Johnson was that.
It wasn't necessarily
Jamal
the
Murray's
biggest problem. Yeah,
Jamal was bad.
That's a lot of, but it was just everything
he didn't
though.
Seem very present in those games.
It was just everything though. The defense was horrific. They
didn't have Goran, which
it just
arguably the best
just
defensive
matters
player.
that much,
Yeah, they're very
maybe it didn't matter much. Maybe if they still had him, it wouldn't have mattered that much. But
I think that's a team that you need their core though.
It also offensively, defensively is not maybe not where it went down. As the offensive part drop was the biggest thing because Jokic was controlled by Gobert, which is not a thing that has ever happened.
Games,
Gobert went crazy.
Yeah,
Gobert was great.
And then we had
Gobert's a Hall of Famer.
After that, probably.
Before that,
played.
No, for sure.
Pretty easy to get into the basketball Hall of Fame.
And then, Jaden McDaniels, he chalked trash and then backed it up.
And then backed it up about to ass.
Because he
was in their head run free.
Ate up Jamal Murray this whole series.
Yeah.
And it's just Denver didn't have anything else after that. It looked like
that was it.
There was a point at the end of game 6 or one of these game 5s where Denver felt so stressed to score on Minnesota's offense that they just started hurling the ball down the court to try to run before Minnesota could get there. Back. And they were actively running into turnovers because they were so worried that they were just never going to score on Minnesota's set defense. It just Minnesota just gets in their head too. And I don't know.
They own the Nuggets at this point. They own the Nuggets.
Is this the second time or third time they lost to them?
Third time, I think.
Third, right?
And then you had the IO game, which anyone could have gotten. They traded 4 second round picks and their in Dillingham.
The Bulls got no first.
And the guy scored 43 points and looks really good.
Yeah. There's a few teams that could have used IO.
Yeah,
but
we'll get to it.
It's just
you still won. The Rockets were one.
There's just something still kind of just spiritually a little bit wrong with the team though when there's no Ant, there's no IO,
There's no DiVincenzo.
No, DiVincenzo going into a game 6 and you can't win
Still
you're
can't
not
win.
even competitive really in the game.
Yeah, I thought for sure, once and DiVincenzo went down, I thought I was like, okay, they'll force a 7. I don't think they'll win, but they'll force
I thought
a
they
7.
were gonna win out, but
That-
I guess
thought so too. That was my first initial reaction to Ant getting hurt. I was like, oh, they could pull a little 3-1 comeback again, right? I put in the group chat, but yeah, they didn't even get to 7.
I
They didn't
thought
even get there.
I don't know. It seems like a little bit of a personality crisis. I think because like
I think so.
Gordon, yeah, it's great if Gordon can play, but like I don't think you can call this team like they can't get out of the first round even without him. This is not a team that is built to, maybe, and that's the thing we'll find out about the Celtics tonight. This is just not a team that is built to succeed right now. They're past there. They have to rebuild this thing in a different way that fits, what's happening in the league right now, because it's not like they've been totally bypassed. Like they have talent, but something is wrong. So something's gotta, change, and maybe, I don't know, but that's a meltdown. Like that. This is a
That's a meltdown. It was brutal.
especially if you look good in game 1 too.
Yeah, they looked
Like,
so good in game 1.
Good in game
I was
1.
like, oh, they could cruise past this Minnesota team, maybe.
Yep.
And no, and then they lost game 2. Jay McDaniels talks trash, immediately backs it up.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you're down, you just got blown, like, kind of just killed in back-to-back games. And
Yeah.
it just, it seemed that it did feel like Joker felt human for the first. I mean, I know he
Yeah.
still had, like, fine games. But
Yeah.
No, he looked
didn't
he looked
feel
defeated at the end of
But he
game
also
6.
didn't look quite right the entire,
Yeah.
like, since
And
he
who knows?
returned from his injury
Yeah.
earlier in the season. Even though some of the numbers, I just felt like at some points that just, I don't know, he just wasn't getting to his spots like as swiftly enough, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Minnesota's, it's Jokic's MVP, is one of the best players in the world, but, he still should have, dominated to a degree and
Nice.
done great. But, so, I mean, you got 4-time defensive player of the year, Gobert, got Nas Reed, you got Randall just jabbing him, poking him, prodding him, wearing him down.
Yeah, Randall was helpful.
It's like you got 3 big bodies down there,
Yeah.
and then before it was Randall, it was Cat,
Yeah.
So you got three bigs down there
It really
guarding
stresses him out.
It's that toughest of a
Yeah.
matchup.
And
you can get.
Gobert is Gobert. He's a defensive legend. still.
Gobert looked great.
He looked
this
really good.
series.
Yeah.
It was really the X
Offensively,
factor.
too, no? He was
Yeah,
making
a couple good
interesting-
games.
some
Where
passes.
he had some big passes.
I know he's not the best handler, but he looked better than I've seen him in terms
Yeah.
of those little
Oh, yeah.
around the rim stuff
Yeah,
this series.
you're welcome. No, yeah, you gotta give credit to Gobert.
So
And he looked a little bigger to me, too.
Not bigger, but swole, more stout.
More stout. Not necessarily bigger, but more stout. We need a sample of that.
We do.
you need a pause for a second to fix that, Danny? Or
I mean, I'm
it'll
so
just-
fidgety.
okay.
Let me move it.
I'll
But yeah.
cut that.
Fucking.
Yeah, he did look more stout. I don't know. I just something was off.
Something was off. Jamal Murray fucking pissed me off multiple games in this series. It was tough watch. I was like, when is Jamal Murray gonna get into this little bag?
Yeah.
He just can't against McDaniels.
It just
it's just
couldn't.
like he's just his antidote.
It's like
It's
he
locked on.
McDaniels
It's
knows
kryptonite.
exactly how to
Yeah.
guard him. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, shout out McDaniels,
So
man.
here's my question, right?
Yeah.
This is not even a question, more of a statement or thought. I don't know. Unfortunately, this series firmly takes Jokic out of the best player in the world conversation.
For this year.
It's just SGA this year now. Unless, looking forward,
Wemby.
the alien and them
Yeah.
those young boys knock
that
them
would be
off.
crazy.
It's gonna be.
Then
It's
Yeah.
kind of interesting because I think it's
There's-
too bad about Ant, because this would be with Ant. I think this would be a
Oh.
really good test to see if how the Spurs
Yeah.
are, how
how they gonna
because
play?
we can't really
and,
tell how real they are against Trailblazers.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kudos to them, great season and all, but we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
But the fact that the T-Wolves will just be a little short-handed, they look, like they're just ready for the outs. I don't know. Without Ant, I just don't know how they win this series.
Yeah.
As serious as the Spurs do look.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a fantastic break for the Spurs if they can do their diligence and get through this series. Like,
And if they could do it quickly too,
That's what
because
I
we
mean.
think OKC's probably gonna get through the
because I
Lakers
think what
pretty quickly.
we kept, at the
No.
beginning. I know we didn't really get to talk about it on here, but like at the beginning of the playoffs, it felt like, oh, this Nuggets Spurs side of the bracket, even with the Timberwolves there, like this is going to be
That's
such
gonna
a
be
tough
so good.
draw.
Yeah.
Like OKC got such a break
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
what they have up top.
Over
Like
there.
it's easy up there. But if this is a huge break for the Spurs, then we're really at a mano y mano, and we're about to just find out who's better,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. But it does make me a little nervous. Like, can the Spurs take care of their business? We are in another
yeah.
level, and Minnesota has just proven that they just like do not give,
don't give
like
a fuck.
They don't give a
McDaniels
fuck.
doesn't give a fuck.
they-
He's
yeah.
here. We got
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels.
No, they're
so.
gonna give Wemby a tough time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said,
All
with the
those
three
guards.
bigs,
But there just might be too much. Too much.
It might be.
Yeah, we'll see. It's another
test.
test. It's another
In
test.
a way, I feel like it's
That's
better
the thing,
for the
the Spurs-
Spurs if the series goes longer. Like if they have to fight their way through a six
to get like that gut
I don't
punch,
know.
maybe.
I want
I
it
don't know.
over with because I want
In
to
the
as
long term.
clean as. Yeah, I agree with the test, but I want Wemby as healthy as possible.
Yeah,
into the
that's
next
the
one.
main
That's
thing.
what
That's the
I'm
other thing.
concerned
That's
about
the main thing
for
me
a
too.
long series. So like if the series should be short, let's
Just
get it over with.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of with you.
Realistically,
and that's what the
yeah.
Celtics problem is right now. Look at this. Like this series should be over, and now Jason Tatum's not going to be playing in a game seven.
Well, see,
tonight.
that's the thing.
So that's what happens.
But
you don't
yeah,
do
and the
your-
difference between the Spurs and Nuggets, the Spurs have just a bunch of guards who just could create
Yeah.
offense.
Yep.
And the Nuggets just had Jamal Murray. If he don't got it going,
Yeah, and
What we got here?
This
Bruce
is the
Brown.
best defense in the league, and the Nuggets
too.
were like the 20th
with
best
their
defense.
unanimous defensive player
So
of the
this
year.
is gonna be a whole different. They're not gonna be like I don't know. Minnesota is gonna look really bad without Ant. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
They probably might look bad with him.
It's true.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what you got?
I'm taking the Spurs in 6.
Okay,
Conservative guess.
I'll go. I want to go Spurs in 5.
I'm also gonna go with Spurs in 6. I like it.
I feel 6, but I'm gonna go 5 again. I'm gonna go against
But
my gut. It's
honestly,
the
though,
theme of this episode,
if
What's
something,
what's the percentage?
percentage. I don't know.
honestly though,
70-30? I don't
this percentage is very different than the. Yeah, you got to give us a percentage, man.
Yeah.
You're the
Percentage.
You're the
But what's the
percentage
percentage of what? Though
of which way are you leaning?
Leaning.
6 or 5?
Well,
Oh.
Timberwolves,
or
Spurs.
Timberwolves, Spurs.
So
You're
if
the
you-
percent guy.
So if you,
Oh.
yeah, you
You tell us.
You
So
asked
if
the
you
question.
you could say 60-40 Spurs.
No, I'm going 70-30 Spurs.
70-30.
Yeah,
That's what I
Spurs,
thought you
Yeah,
said.
just
Yeah.
in general.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say I would not be surprised though if Minnesota pulls some hijinks and somehow
I think
finds
they
its
could get
way.
a couple games. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. A big McDaniels game, a big AL comes back. Is he out for the season? A series?
I
feel
don't
like
know.
it was just a
he got
game
into yeah.
thing.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Who was that young Collins? It was like a Collins?
Yeah, they
It's just
keep
random
getting
guys they have in
They,
there.
yeah, their guards, their replacement
They're
guards
deep.
look good. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
They
deep.
play well at home too.
Too.
Like it's just it's a hard place
A-Rod
to
in
play
there.
there. In that.
A-Rod looked hype.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
loving McDaniels. He's gonna buy McDaniels a fucking yacht after this, dude. Fuck that.
McDaniels and McDonald's.
Some McDaniels.
McDaniels.
Breakers, you just try to save your manners for different occasions. You've got a change of speed, yes you do. I'm not sorry I left you behind.
Alrighty, so we got picks in all for the East there.
The West, you mean? Yeah.
Should we
Let's move over to
take
the
that
East.
look,
Let's
jump
take it.
on that plane and
Ship
head
in the
out east.
No,
Head out
bop,
east.
bop,
Boom,
bop,
head out
bop,
east.
bop,
Beep, beep,
bop,
boom.
bop, da, 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 boom.
All right, where do you guys want to start?
Welcome to
The one series that's over, maybe?
Cleveland.
The one series that's over. Oh yeah, that's true. It's
Let's
kind
do
of
it.
crazy. We've had these long rounds here.
Interesting stuff in the first round. Not a lot of
this East
It's been a
is
great
not a lot of
first
clarity.
wacky
stuff.
Wacky East, still
Yeah.
up in the air, huh?
Didn't who just got the Halliburton bounce? Was that the Pistons?
We'll talk
No,
about it.
that
We'll
was the
talk about
Raptors.
Raptors.
The Raptors did, yeah.
Canadians' very own Maple Jordan.
Maple Jordan,
Well, Jordan himself.
Canadian Cove,
No, that's
Canadian.
Maple Jordan. Yeah, Canadian Cove. That was my
The
nickname.
Maple Mamba.
Maple Mamba.
Maple Mamba.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I explained that. Carol was
Yeah.
over last night, and we watched that shot go down.
Yeah.
I and she was like, "I'd never seen it. I've never seen anything like that before." And I was like, "I would
That's
be
a
able to
little
say the
bit.
same thing, except last year
happened
this
literally
exact
last
thing
year.
happened."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
To us.
And
So
the
let's start
Kawhi
with-
shot.
And the Kawhi shot. But that
But
was
no,
a-
we're
that was
starting
a
with the
four
Knicks.
bouncer.
We're
Yeah.
starting with the Knicks and Hawks because they're done with.
It's true.
That's right.
We should start with what's done. What's
sure.
done is
My-
What's
done.
done is done.
Go
and
New
can't be
York, go
cannot be
New York,
undone.
go. It was looking shaky at first. Looking shaky. But
yeah.
I knew the Hawks would give us a little bit of a tough matchup. I didn't think we were gonna lose per se. You know, it was a little down my mind, but because I'm a realistic Knicks fan, even though I portray an unrealistic one on the internet,
You do?
on this pod at times. Remember, I said we were fine in the East, and then we got smoked by the Pacers 2 years in a row.
Well, that was.
All right, but this.
I guess. Yeah, go on.
I'm not saying that this year, because I do not feel like we're even
I
close
think-
to be fine.
Oh,
It's usually
no,
when
you guys
I
are in
don't
great
think-
position.
I think we're in a great position. That's why I won't say it. It's when I don't think we're in a great position is when I'm willing to be like, oh, we're coming out of the East,
I mean-
blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts? I mean, CJ McCollum became a villain
I mean, I think after the
after the fourth game. Yeah,
No, yeah, okay. So what I was like, okay, so this, how I viewed this, I clearly thought the Knicks were the better team.
Yeah.
Like the whole series, they should have won the series to begin with, right?
Yeah.
But like, okay, it's two really close losses, which is weird because the Knicks don't really lose that many close games like that. But McCollum, we kind of knew McCollum was going to go off just because the Knicks have a weird matchup thing. But once it became obvious that Alexander Walker was just not made for this,
yeah.
like now they could shift their defense towards McCollum. And that kind of just shut off the lane. And so like I felt like there was that opportunity for the Hawks to show us something, and like the real game was the Game 4 game, and I feel like we came out in that first quarter, first half, and the Knicks just kicked their ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the fact that the Knicks just kicked their ass in this game, I was like, this is just completely over.
Yeah.
Just completely done with. Because the fact that the Hawks just couldn't even fight, like that should be a tough. Maybe the Knicks win that game, right? But because their season's on the line, really. But should be a competitive game. Like if you're a real team, that's a competitive. Like you put in a fight and you go down to the wire. But I feel like the Hawks just melted. Like they were not ready for that moment.
No.
And it's true. They're a first year playoff, really kind of this first time with
new
this
core.
squad.
Yeah.
So like I feel like that combined with the Knicks were like, you know, actually we're kind of fucking around here and we should just tighten up the buttons.
Stop. Yeah.
And just like
so
so,
switch
like,
up the
I
rotation
don't know,
a little bit.
After that first half, I was like, I'm not worried about this at like
Yeah.
any worry. It was just completely like it just felt, and then that's what happened. It just increasingly got more obvious that
More one-sided.
that the Hawks were just not ready for this. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kudos. I mean, I think the Knicks are the Knicks, though. Like we know exactly what they are. Like they are capable of super high octane moments and also some dumb farts.
Some big old smelly stinky farts.
Big old dumpster dumpers.
Yep. But yeah. Let's see. Any more?
I mean, there's
thoughts on the
nothing
Hawks?
here that really. I don't know. Did anything here change your mind? I think the outside things that have occurred maybe are more enticing, but I feel like everything that the Knicks did in this, I guess the last game was very impressive. But
The last game, the game 6, Knicks up 51 at the half or something.
yeah,
historic. One ended up winning by like 52. It was the least stressful Knicks game
Yeah.
I've ever watched.
So I would ask.
When OG starts making everything, I'm just like, oh, this game is just over, huh? I was like able to just like relax and do stuff while watching it.
I
It's
did
just
my laundry.
never-
I did my
taxes.
laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Got
did
some Yankee
some
tickets.
journaling. Oh, were you at my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was. Ripped some Pokemon. I started ripping packs, bro. I was like,
Ribbon
well,
packs, yeah.
get more
left-
ones.
you left a bag. Danny left a bag of Pokemon cards and boxer shorts in my house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Paper bag.
Did you take a pair of boxer shorts? You could have one.
I could
Out
have
of
one.
control.
Yeah. What, of the ones you, of the
I don't know. I
boxers you
bought some. Yeah, I went to Pokemon stores, went to Target, bought a 10-pack, and then it was just like my bag was so full, so I'm just gonna take a couple of these out.
Sure. Yeah. Great.
Anyways, yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, hometown romp. Still trepidatious about my Knicks because it's been a weird year. You know, we're the favorites, we're title contenders. It's win or bust.
Yeah, but
like it's just there's been weird vibes throughout the season, and of course, it was weird
But it's
vibes
not
in the early part of the
like
series.
okay. Yeah.
Of course, I'm in a much better spot now that we won the way we did, but you know, it doesn't mean I'm gonna forget about how weird some of these vibes are. And
Yeah.
I agree. Well, that's why I'm saying like I still think the Knicks are the like I don't think necessarily anything I saw this series was that like didn't like I mean the last game was impressive, but we know that they can reach a pretty fucking high level. The question is always like can they
do it
access
consistently?
it consistently against some of the
Better
like best of
teams.
the best.
Yeah, which
Right?
they really didn't do in the regular season.
Yeah.
Even though they were really good.
So like I think the problems that are the problems would be the problems still exist.
They still exist.
Right? And but the I just think like I don't know, like statistically they actually rated pretty well this season, offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
I think the Bridges thing, like it got a little weird there at the beginning of this series.
Yeah,
and I think
it did.
that will continue to just be a weird little
Could be a
issue.
thing.
But OG's playing amazing, so it doesn't really matter right now.
And Bridges was great in that last couple games.
Yeah. So
So yeah, it doesn't matter right now.
I mean, they are what they are. We know they're whatever. It might, the East is kind of,
the
open
East
up
is all
there.
over the place.
Oh,
It's opened up for sure. It's up for sure. Which brings us to our next topic. Any more Knicks thoughts? Knicks Hawks thoughts? Oh, bye Hawks. You know, it was a good season. You guys look good going forward. We like Jalen Johnson. We know that I felt like, some of his skill set was going to diminish offensively in the playoffs. When things slowed down.
And they had him. Like, but
And it
also, like, the Knicks are sort of made to handle that kind of guy.
Yeah, with all our 3 new wins. Yeah. So, but
and CJ McCollum is old. So this
CJ
is
McCollum's
what-
old. It was great to see him, have a couple moments.
Even though they tried to make him a villain, I can't feel
He's
hate
not a villain.
towards CJ.
Yeah,
McCollum.
I as a Knicks fan, I have no hate.
I have no hate towards him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre and Trae Young. Yeah, sure.
McCollum is kind of funny. He's a very ironic
he's-
interview too.
yeah.
Sometimes he's very
He's a chill-
sarcastic.
It's very sarcastic.
in a
guy.
very
He's-
dry
he's kind of a
humor way.
charming-
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I kind of like him. I feel like he gives that little sassy face.
Yeah,
sassy
he's
face. Very
he's
likable.
got a sense of humor, a
Mhm.
weird
And-
sense of
I mean, come
humor.
on, his name is CJ McCollum.
I know.
Yeah.
He went to Lehigh.
Lehigh.
Where's that?
I don't know, but isn't Lehigh is a good school? No,
Sounds familiar.
Ali.
California? Maybe. I was thinking like a Midwest
Pennsylvania?
somewhere. Well, we all thought
Lehigh.
different things.
3 different things thought by 3 different people.
yeah, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you
got it.
Lehigh
You got it.
University.
You got it, yeah.
Nice. That makes way more sense because I was like, he's not from California.
I was thinking like Ohio.
It has the university is classified as
Indiana or
doctoral universities R1, very high research activity. So, private research university.
What was he researching?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's that's a
Basketball.
smart
How to be
school.
good
It's a
basketball
smart
player.
school.
You
It's
see
a
some of
smart
those like
pants school.
pictures of like him like as a senior or a freshman in college. He's like so tiny, like dribbling the ball like against like much
Yeah.
bigger guys, but he's like torching them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he had like a late growth spurt. CJ, I could be wrong though. I could be confusing with someone else. Who knows? But yeah, shout out my Knicks. All right, now let's talk about the other series. We got 3 Game 7s
Crazy.
in the East,
Mhm.
which we love it.
Yeah,
I
we love
love
to
it
see
as a
it.
basketball fan.
Of course.
Which one you guys want to go to first? Raptors? You want to do
Go
Raptors, Cavs?
Cavs, yeah.
You know, I had the Cavs going into the series, and I did not think it was going to go. I thought the Cavs were winning 5 or 6. I was just unimpressed by this Raptors team. But man, I got to give these guys credit. Colin Boyle Murray's like a top 100 player in the league.
Murray Bowles.
Yeah, he's
He's
weird.
been-
Hit some weird push shots, man. That I'm like, what?
What is that?
I was like, what
I'm
is
like,
that?
It's so fun
Weird,
to watch.
weird.
You got, I mean,
He went last night in overtime that I was like, what? What are you taking that? And it bounced around like 3 times and dropped. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
what's going on?
It looks like some guy who's never played basketball before, but like he's sinking all the shots.
Everything,
It's
yeah.
so awkward.
It's so weird.
But good.
Guy's
Guy's
been
great.
an absolute
Fantastic.
menace. RJ's had some big games. Obviously, we just talked about the shot. I mean, Brandon Ingram's obviously been disappointing.
Yeah. Well, don't we all know?
We all know he's
we
not
stop
super consistent.
Like overrating.
No,
we're
he
like,
had a really good season.
yeah,
he had a
but
really good
we all
season.
know what Brandon Ingram is, and is not great.
Not super consistent. He's like an all-star. He was not
All-star.
consistent enough to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, we'll get
He's
to
a
some other people like
frustrating-
that. We'll get to
frustratingly talented player.
Right.
Ben.
Well,
Looking at you.
we should
Oh,
talk a little bit
Cavs,
more about
Cavs.
this Raptors Cavs.
Yeah,
thing
we got Game
because,
7.
Like,
we
Game
got
7
fucking
got a
Game
game
7.
7, which
Yeah,
we
what-
just
yeah.
kind of assumed that the Cavs
Did you
are going to
expect
win.
this from the
Shouldn't have
Raptors? Because yeah, that's what I sort of.
Not really. I thought they could get a game or
But-
two, but I kind of expected.
Like you did expect maybe the Cavs to struggle a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
6 felt good,
Good.
but it is a little concerning that they can't. Like I don't know. I mean,
Finish games.
finish games. I don't know quite what it is. I mean, it is the now we have Harden in a game 7. I mean, let's just. I mean,
Game 7 hard. My 2
they're way
favorite
more
words.
talented, and I think Mobley had a
3 words.
had a disappointing start to this run here, but
Yeah.
then he has played. I mean, he
Better.
hit the game tying bucket last
Yeah.
night. He's played a little bit better, but I just think it's another series that's like I don't know if this is really telling me much, right? Like Cavs feel like the Cavs here. They
Yeah,
feel like the
I agree.
exact portrayal that we have all mentioned, which is like, yeah, they're talented and
Mm-hmm.
they should not be going to a game 7 for Toronto, but yet here we
Here
are,
we
in
are.
Toronto with
Yeah.
a game 7, and like if I don't know, Orlando, or they're probably going to do the same exact shit next round too, and maybe they won't survive it, So I don't know. It's not been an inspiring round by any means, I think, for this
No.
team. Like
Yeah.
the only team we could say, I mean, if we look at the East here, I feel like the only teams that are really on the up and up right now it's the Knicks, the Sixers, and yeah, it's the Knicks and the Sixers, honestly. Every other team here, it feels like they've got major problems on their hands. I mean, of course, the Sixers, if they don't win tonight, they won't have any, they won't have any problems because they'll be out, but like,
Yeah.
they at least have. It feels like over the last couple games, if they win tonight, that's 3 straight games of pretty high level basketball.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
So, yeah,
this isn't like a crazy take at all, especially, given where we are. But, for me, going to the playoffs, it felt like, I was looking for that Spurs Thunder series, obviously, and I feel like that's
Mhm.
gonna be the finals. I thought, there was Nuggets, T-Wolves stuff that could be a play, and yeah, I guess that's it. That's
that
all I thought.
series
Maybe
didn't really
some
reach
Lakers,
it either, right?
but guys go down, stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
and for the East, I was just like, man, it's gonna be whoever's hottest.
Mm-hmm.
There's not. I mean, a lot of people going
I
into the
agree.
playoffs were like, Celtics are the favorite.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see why people think that because they won a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's a little slightly different core.
It felt weird though for when to say that when
It didn't
then the Knicks beat them last year with arguably better roster
Yeah.
last year. And I kept saying this the entire. I mean, I know we didn't have that many pods. But the entire time is like our big situation. The Celtics' big situation is a mess.
It's a problem. It's a thing.
It's become even more a mess in the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs because like Keita has been. He at least was good during the regular season. He's been a total just like it has just been a erratic show for him. Like we think Cat has trouble being in foul trouble. Keita is like he's a Hall of Famer getting in foul. Like it's Jaren Jackson Jr. at his worst every single game with him. So it's like that, and then we have our best players coming back from Achilles. Well, like whatever, but like it's just there were issues there that I felt like
there's issues, but
there was issues with every team.
Yeah, every
and
team
so
had
it
issues.
It felt weird to call
looking
out
at the East in the whole in terms of like who's the favorites going into the postseason. The Pistons were the 1 seed, but K went down. I was like, he's gonna come back.
Yeah,
is he gonna be at that MVP form? I was. We'll get to the Pistons in a second, but I didn't feel super strong about them being the favorites. Obviously, as my Knicks had some weird up and downs throughout the season.
Well, okay, so
there's the Cavs. Cavs are Cavs.
It's been a mess here in the East. So if we just like go down this, like okay, so we have the Pistons, Magic, which I know we really haven't gotten to yet, but like if you look at the rosters side by side, you really don't see a huge talent advantage on the Pistons roster necessarily.
Yeah.
The gel, of the team, like is they're in polar opposite directions, which is
but talent-wise,
and then if you like, it's kind of weird because you jump down to Cavs Raptors.
Sorry, ignore me.
You jump down to Cavs Raptors. It's like, oh, this feels disproportionate.
Yeah.
Yet we have a game 7. So we have a close talent matchup that's going to 7, a not close. We have the Knicks who took care of business, and then we have the Celtics 76ers where. If you just fundamentally look at the rosters right now, if you just take the names, you're like, well, this is not a 2 seed versus a 7 seed.
No.
This is a pretty even affair, especially when you consider, and I know I said I like playing Embiid, but I didn't think he's going to look this fluid off of his appendectomy.
I did not think so
but
either.
also, I think I kind of forgot that our centers are Luka Garza and Vucevic. So, like he can just completely. Like, it's not Al Horford.
It's not Al Horford, Porzingis, and Cornette.
He's gonna get These guys are gonna get eviscerated by this guy. So like, and then Paul George has been great. So
Paul George
has
been great. And you guys,
we've had some problems, but like. Anyway, just to say, like this East thing is sort of
it's kind of
like a very jumble, and we sort of knew it, and it's kind of been fun.
Yeah, it's kind of been fun. It's kind of
been fun.
I mean, I'm not having fun, but
Charles is stressed. Charles
is stressed.
I'm not even stressed though because they're gonna go with This is what I'm kind of excited about. They might go with the bench mob tonight.
Yeah. But anyways, all right. Let's no more thoughts on Raptors, Cavs. Fuck. I knock stuff all over the studio. You want to talk Magic Pistons?
Yeah, we should go a little
Magic Pistons, baby.
So this was the shocker to begin with, and now it seems like we've come full circle where it's like, oh yeah, the team that sucked all year is gonna.
We didn't. Here's the thing, right? The Magic kind of sucked all year. Some injuries here and there. We didn't think. A lot of people didn't think they were getting out of the play-in.
Yeah, I mean, they go to review the plan. They got just absolutely blitzed.
Who did they lose? The Sixers. They lost to the Sixers.
They lost to the Sixers. They got blown out by the Sixers, and then they got. And then they
all the
rallied
problems,
against the Hornets.
Pablo is he's bad, blah blah blah, and then he dropped like 40 against the Hornets, and they smoked them. And a lot of people had the Hornets, me included. I was like, I'm all about this fun Charlotte team. Good. But they win. They come out. They're the 8th seed. Like, okay, they're probably gonna get mopped up by the Pistons. I got Detroit in 6, but here come the Magic. Pablo I gotta give, and
I don't know. It's still weird because
here's the
like
I gotta give credit to Pablo. He's had a lot of big games, a lot of big moments, but
I just can't handle this guy, bro. It's already flopping. How is that a foul on Garza?
Yeah.
but
Ran over him.
for the listeners at home, we're doing some live reactions. Celtics Sixers game 7 is on,
Oh my god.
and but that's the thing about Pablo, and that's the thing about comparing Pablo to Cade, because we got these two number 1 overall picks going at it, going back and forth, and it's been really fun to watch. When they are both got the hot hands. It's the difference between the all-star and a superstar. Cade's doing it somewhat consistently. Pablo is very inconsistent. He'll have a crazy game, and the next game he'll have like 15 points. So it's just
He just threw the pass to no one out of bounds. This is not. This game's
6-0.
gonna be over in 5.
It's not good.
5 minutes.
So
Who's that guy?
Okay, so like to bring it back here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's weird because like I don't really feel like the Magic have gelled and come together
No.
as this like great unit,
No.
like or anything.
no, they have
Like,
for moments,
The
but
Pistons' flaws have shown to be true. Like they do not have the offensive creation that we have been yelling and home about all season.
so yeah, that's the
Like,
thing, right?
They don't have it, and I don't know how they're gonna get it.
Okay.
Going forward, I do think it's a real problem for them.
It's a big problem, and it was a problem.
But I think the biggest thing was Duran just completely no showing. Like
Going back real quick before we
yeah,
rip Duran to shreds.
Who's that?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Fucking the Pistons. We know that was a problem. They didn't address it at the trade
they
deadline.
got Kevin Herter.
We criticized them for not addressing it at the deadline, for not really going for it, like we just established a few earlier in the pod. AO went for like 3 second-round picks. That's someone they could have used like a crazy amount.
Absolutely.
Just a shot creator and playmaker off the bench, and they don't have it. And it's a big flaw in this series.
Because Orlando can be, which they didn't show all season, a really tough defensive team.
There are a bunch of big guys out there, bigger guards too, with Suggs and Black and them.
Yep.
Yeah, so Detroit's flaws are showing. It just feels like, especially in this series, where the second best player, Duran, like you said, disappeared. He's having a real tough series, a tough matchup against Wendell Carter Jr. Who would have predicted that Wendell Carter Jr. was gonna give Jalen Duran fits? Yeah, he's just non-existent, and so it's like, now who's that getting option behind Cade? Because it's Cade or bust, right?
Yeah.
If Duran's not out there, if he's getting replaced by Paul Reed,
And they had the Janice, the Jenkins thing, but what's his name? Jenkins, but he really, he came on at the end of the season, but like,
and Jenkins for me was just kind of like out of nowhere,
good,
too.
But like,
good.
I don't know. Can this guy do it in a playoff series? And we expected him to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really understand. Like, so we knew that was there, and I think that like the Magic showed, but now they have they shit the bed last night. They had that game.
They had that game.
Had it, and then just completely
shit the bed.
Completely shit the bed.
Yeah, dude, I thought Detroit was done for. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me still feels that way.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a really ugly game.
It's gonna be such a muddy game 7. Yep. It's just K or nothing. And credit to Tobias Harris, he's kind of stepped up.
Yeah,
and they're bailed him out a lot of times.
Home, I think those guys can find something. It's like that last night was the game that Orlando really needed to get. I know it's been tough because Franz wasn't playing, and he's
not playing the last few games.
He kind of is their best player, but Bane, they have enough talent to do this.
They're really good. They still have a good talented squad. It just hasn't necessarily meshed well. I love this.
What is happening? Oh, double technicals.
I don't know.
This guy?
Some guy on the Celtics bench, I guess.
It's 15 minutes of fame. But yeah, so I like, you know, like I will give credit to Paolo, even though he's not doing consistently. The games he's looked really bad in, he has bounced back the next game. So far in this short playoffs, you know,
I think he has a ways to go.
See if he could do it in this game 7. He had so much of a ways to go.
Yeah, there we go.
So much of a ways to
Shireman.
go.
Nice flop. This is such a flop. But you know, we need some floppers.
He needs some floppers. So yeah, any more thoughts on Detroit?
I don't know who's gonna win this game 7.
I'm leaning
Detroit.
Orlando.
I'm taking
leaning
Detroit.
Orlando, even though I think Detroit is the better team. They have a better synergy. Better coach, maybe? I don't fucking know. But Orlando has the talent. It's just he just gotta finish this game. I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, I'm leaning Orlando, game 7.
And I like it.
How about you, Ben?
I'll take Orlando. The Magic.
All right. And after that,
Taking Detroit.
they will play the winner of. Did we say who's winning between Toronto and Cleveland?
I'm taking Cleveland.
I'm going Cleveland.
Toronto, baby.
Oh, Maple Jordan over here.
Maple Schmorden.
Maple Buck.
I like the upset.
I love it. You know, why not? So yeah, they will play each other. Whoever wins those game 7s play each other, and whoever. And give me the Cavs to come out.
I'm taking
whoever
the
wins. Yeah, whoever wins.
So, we got theoretically,
either Cavs or Raptors versus either Magic or Pistons. What you got? You said Orlando and Toronto.
I would take Cleveland. Cleveland over.
I love it.
I would take Cleveland over Orlando, and
I would too.
And I might take Detroit though over Cleveland. I just think they're tougher.
Yeah.
I kind of just feel like they would bully them.
I don't know.
Why? They're better than the Raptors, and the Raptors are taking them to 7, and they'll have home court advantage.
I don't know. For some reason, I kind of like this Cavs team this year. For some reason, I don't know. That's the thing I wanted to say about the Cavs. Going real quick back to Cavs.
No, yeah, let's come back.
If their guards, you know, it was the same thing with the Garland. Whether it was Garland or Harden, it's the same thing, right? If one of their guards that one of those guys or Mitchell doesn't have it, and then these guys are all stars. Moby and Allen are all stars, and they're your third, fourth best players. It's just they just look so slow at making decisions offensively.
Yeah.
Whether it's putbacks or it's just, you know, getting it to kicking it out, like grabbing a pass, you know, because these guards are getting blitzed. Mitchell, Harden, whoever, Garland, it was years before. They're getting blitzed. And so these guys have to get the ball and make a decision. And it's just like they're taking like 4 business days to make.
Yeah. It feels
to make something happen. And I know that these guys are not
there.
like playmakers and they're not dribblers and whatever or whatever. But it's just so bad. It's just like it feels like the ball it goes to a screeching halt once it leaves those guys' hands.
Yeah. I kind of agree. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They just didn't change any minds with this first round, which is which is kind of obvious because that's
tough. Because I'm kind of rooting for them to change my mind.
Yeah.
I want them to.
Because, like, in theory, I feel like they could give the Knicks a little bit of a try in the if we get if those teams meet in the conference finals, but like right now, I don't know. I don't believe it, and nothing we've seen here
is making me believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're on the same page. All right, going to the last series, last game 7. We're watching now. Celtics, Sixers. Woo. How you feel about your C's, Chuck?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. I think they're going to lose tonight. I think after this first minute, we got no Tatum. First of all, no Tatum.
What happened to Tatum?
His other
Hands
leg,
out, baby.
a leg injury. You could kind of see it after first half last night. It was running sprints at halftime and stuff.
Listeners. Guess who I'm rooting for?
What's that?
We got the Sixers. Iverson
Say
jersey.
your brotherly love.
Yeah. The Sixers haven't beat us since 1982 in a series, so I guess it's kind of time. Feels like it's about time, maybe.
Yep.
But honestly, I think
go,
the
Philly.
biggest thing is just the
Alright.
bigs.
Yeah.
These bigs are not good. Like Vucevic.
For the listeners at home, I just threw on an All-Star
Yeah.
Allen Iverson jersey.
Yeah.
Just to troll
Yeah.
Chuck a little
Sick
bit.
jersey,
Well,
listeners.
whatever.
Chuck's over it.
I mean, I
care.
feel like there was trouble
Don't
after the
I
game
completely
5.
forgot you were
I grabbed it from my bag during the last break.
During the last break.
And I was like, don't
So
tell
long
Chuck,
ago.
but I'm gonna surprise him with this jersey.
yeah.
Completely fuck with him.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
But yeah.
There's a lot of things that's gone wrong, but I think
Go
the
ahead.
biggest
Go
one.
off.
I mean, there's some coaching. I think there's been some coaching malpractice. I'm not really
Yeah.
worried. The threes thing is not a problem to me at all. Like I know that's been getting the
Live
big
and die.
buzz, but it's not live or die because actually in the game that do you know what they shot from 2 in the fourth quarter of that game? I know they were like 0 for 13 or whatever from 3. They shot 1 for 12 from 2.
Yeah, just as bad.
So
It's
what
just
are
the
we doing
offense.
here? It's just the whole thing. And I think it just comes from the fact that they only have 3 players, and tonight now they really only have 2. They have Pritchard and Brown, and and Tatum were the only 3 guys who have really showed up offensively for the series.
Yeah.
And I think the bigs are just a complete catastrophe.
It's been lopsided. Even before Embiid came back, is Drummond hitting all these threes.
Yeah, we were
and-
having trouble.
with,
So
with
like
just those guys,
we were just
right?
surviving despite those guys. And I think, Embiid coming back, like, I kind of like it for some of our offense, but I think our defense is just suffering too much to the point where we just can't because we can't score. I mean, we can't score and we can't defend.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They didn't.
can't guard
they
that
kind of
guy.
bench Shireman, which I think is the bench guy. So I don't know. Too much Hauser and too much. And this is a problem right here.
Yeah.
Just this
Yeah.
baseline cuts because we don't have any depth now. I mean, without Tatum too, this is just going to be an impossible thing.
Yeah,
so,
Philly looks pretty comfortable right now. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, and also if you look at the starting, like we were saying, we look at the starting lineup. It's not a. They have Paul George, Joel Embiid, Edgecombe, and Maxey, and we
Yeah.
are
and Oubre.
and Oubre, who's
So
solid.
really good starting lineup.
Sorry, and we are out here. We have Garza. Luka Garza starts tonight.
Sharon,
Yeah, it's just kind of like the way the end of the season.
And
shook out.
Keita, like we said, I said he's been turning into Jaren Jackson Jr. with the foul. Like he picks
Yeah.
up 2 fouls in 3 minutes, and he's
Yeah.
good, but he can't stay on
Good,
the court.
yeah.
And
Right.
so I think
He
they
comes
actually
into game.
purposely just benched him at the start tonight to not
for
pick
that.
up the fouls.
Yeah.
Mm.
And now they're gonna put him because he's definitely the best. But
Oof.
oh my gosh, and we just don't know. It doesn't really feel like we have a good. I don't know. I honestly think they may have overreacted and shot less threes. They need
Yeah.
to shoot more.
Yeah.
Like I thought they listened to the media a little too much. They should shoot them.
Interesting.
I think it's part of
much
their
outside
offense.
voices
Now they're
getting
like
inside.
fly. Let them fly. Let them fly.
Hey,
You're
fly.
the fucking
Live and-
this
live
is
and die
what
by
you
it.
do.
This is what they do.
Dude, this is what they do.
This is what
So
they do.
don't fucking change your strategy.
No,
Yeah.
you
You know?
can't change your strategy right now.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And I would play I just don't understand. Shireman is just better than some of the role players that have been playing this series. But other than that, I think it's a lot of it's talent deficiency and some guys who have not been played in big games actually.
Yeah.
Like these guys have not. And I don't know. I think they put a little too much on Derek White this season because
Yeah.
he doesn't have any legs left. It feels like on his shot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a lot of, but they've been playing a lot of basketball games, so it kind of makes some sense. There we go. Nice flop. That's 2 on Maxey.
This could be a game the
Nice.
Celtics sneak back into, though.
It's gonna have to be a
gonna
grit
be,
game, but
yeah.
I wish they would show some grit because I think there were some games that have been winnable in this series that they've,
Lost.
game 2 was bad, game 5 they should have won. Like there's games here they should have won, so there's no excuse for losing this series.
But really,
Absolutely.
who is that guy, number 55?
That's Shireman.
That's Shireman.
That's who I
Shireman?
want him to play.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Who are these guys?
Hey, sometimes those guys can do it.
Yeah, but I'm like saying they're unexperienced, so it kind of makes sense this team would struggle a little bit
totally.
more than usual because it's not the same cast.
No.
I mean, some of the guys, but
Yeah.
for
but-
sure, no, there's identity there.
Of
but,
course. But it's not exactly the same.
yeah, and I
People
think
guys.
Joe also
for sure.
didn't lean on the new
New guys.
new
Yeah, he
guys,
just
which I think is a
kind
little
of lost
tough. And
trust in them.
yeah,
in the
Which
game or two.
So I think that's it, and we just got to see what happens tonight.
So
I
who you
think.
got?
I'm taking the Sixers tonight. I think they've been the better team for 2 games now.
Yeah. Who you got, man?
I'm taking the Celtics.
I got my Philadelphia 76ers. Listen, as a Knicks fan, I know we just heard 10 minutes of Chuck complaining about his team. As a Knicks fan, I'm still a little worried about a second round matchup with either of these teams, despite Celtics struggles.
Well, this was my whole thing about the Celtics playing the Knicks. Is I was just like, I just think Cat and
Mitch
will just destroy our front line.
Yeah.
It's a little better with Tatum in there because Tatum's such a good rebounder, but it's still just such a mismatch. And how are they going to win? How are they going to beat Chet or Wemby or this was always a faulty playoff run in a way.
Right.
Maybe they could beat the Knicks, maybe whatever, but just at some point this was gonna come back to bite them.
Charles, if they lose tonight, are you happy with the Celtics season?
No, absolutely not. We should win. Well, it was a good regular season, but we should win this. We should have won this series.
Yeah.
There's no,
going back to leaning into playoffs and Celtics being favorites for a lot of people out of the East. In the back of my head, I just had Charles saying we don't have bigs. There's a lot of good bigs in the East.
Right.
The Cavs have bigs. The Knicks have bigs.
Everybody's
Sixers
got
have bigs.
And people wrote off
Fucking
the Sixers
Pistons
too.
have. Even though
they just finally got their health back.
Yeah,
and this
was
this is their preferred starting five that has barely played.
They barely played this year. Yeah.
So
Paul George got suspended. Maxey missed a few games. Fucking Edgecombe. It was at one point it was just Edgecombe and Grimes out there.
It is what it is. They should, I don't know. Yeah. Credit to them for not just dying in this series because they easily could have died.
Yeah.
Right.
But
easily.
But at this point, the I don't know, the talent, they have the talent advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. It's
an interesting pace to this game.
It feels like we don't have anything here. So
yeah.
Okay, so who you got going forward? Knicks versus whoever you picked the game 7.
I'm gonna take the Knicks against either of these teams. I will, and I'm taking the Knicks out of the East. I'm just saying that right now. I think it's opened up I think it's been opened up perfect for them. And I think they look like the most mature team now. You just go down the list.
Yeah.
That's the team. It's maybe I don't trust them the most, but I trust them better at this stage than any of these other teams. You would have to.
I get it. You would have to. Of course, I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm trepidatious, of course, of how we're going to choke this. How is this going to be a choke job?
And that is a different pressure to itself.
Yeah.
It is all a little weird when you go in as, but
now.
But,
it is what it is. But, apparently the Knicks would rather face the Celtics than the Sixers. According to Trey Jameson and my father's sources.
What's up?
I would rather face the
Apparently,
Celtics
Trey Jameson said the Knicks want to face the Celtics rather than the Sixers. My dad asked him last night.
Yeah,
there's some news, some insider
I think it's the
info.
same. The same thing. I think there's no good matchup for just I don't know. It's just the size differential. I just think alone. You just. There are different advantages to take away from Philly, but at least they're big. You're not gonna we can be pushed around. We're being pushed around now. We're too small. So I think that I don't know. Depending on Mitchell Robinson's, he came back in the game, right? He's fine.
He got suspended the last game. He's fine. He played. Remember that dust up with Daniels? He just they hugged it out.
So I just think
all the coaches just fall on the floor. And
I don't know. It's a different matchup. But I don't know. I wouldn't trust the Celtics bigs against against the team.
Yeah,
and I just think Philly offers better functional matchups for the Knicks than the Celtics do at this stage.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. So there you go. That's your NBA playoffs recap / predictions / thoughts and takes and drama and news
And snakes and bakes and bomber and booze.
Yep.
Sorry.
Anything else?
That's
Is there anything else?
No,
I guess
maybe-
what's our finals predictions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, finals prediction.
The real finals are Spurs, OKC.
Knicks and 7.
I'll take the Spurs over the Knicks in 7.
Wow, the Spurs.
I'll go 6. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, but 6 Spurs. Listen, as a Knicks fan, we're winning this thing. No one could beat us.
Yeah.
But as a realistic
I would
NBA
feel
fan,
confident at this point.
I don't think any of these East teams are beating the Thunder or Spurs in the finals.
No,
I don't
yeah.
think so either.
So, like I said, for the 5th time, Spurs Thunder is the real finals. We should all be rooting for it. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah,
It's
we
going to be
need it.
fun. And that's that, Jack.
Oh.
Any quick thoughts on the WNBA season? I guess quick preview, not crazy off season. A few players, great teams.
I don't know. Maybe we
The
should
Liberty
just
look
cover
pretty
it.
stacked.
Yeah. Maybe we should cover it next time when we can be a little more.
Well, who knows if
more-
we'll
Next
have a
time.
next time, dude.
There
Yeah.
might never be.
That might never
I
be
don't
next
know.
time. Just give me who you think's winning the championship.
I'm gonna go with the Lynx.
Quick.
This is the year.
Is it the year?
I'll
Is it
take-
Callie or out?
I'm going to take the Sun.
Yeah, maybe.
She's probably out. The Sun.
No.
Actually, I think they got a couple
I'll take
pieces.
the Fever. Why not the Fever?
Fever could be. They could be the Spurs or the WNBA.
It could be, but
Or the-
Caitlin Clark feels injured all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Liberty again. I mean, we got like
Shoot it.
Salbucelli and everyone else came back, and what's her name? That 3&D Laney is coming back from injury. So I like my Liberty. So yeah, that's it. No Shots Pod potentially back with a live react.
Hey, yo.
Potentially. Chuck
yeah.
wants to talk
Post-game
about
interview.
more.
That's what I'm talking
Sees
about. If Chuck is alive to tell the tale.
it's Chuck.
The game is already over.
The game is practically
It's
over.
pretty
folks, So
over.
we might as well call it now.
It is over. Let's talk about it.
Anything can happen though. Anything can happen.
No,
Anything could happen.
We're being doubled up here, and Jaylen Brown's throwing up miracle shots.
Yeah, he's trying. His Tatum's in street clothes. I mean, all right. I guess this is the
brutal.
last
This is
question for you.
brutal.
Do you think Tatum should have came back?
Yeah. Why not? He's gonna play. He wanted to play.
He wanted to play, so why not?
Why not?
And now he's not playing.
It's interesting. A
No,
lot of
he's
my
not
friends
playing,
are like,
but it's not the leg that got injured.
No,
It's a different leg.
it's a different thing, right? So a lot of my friends and coworkers like they're crazy for even bringing him back. Like he shouldn't even try this.
I don't know.
I mean, it was fun a few
he
weeks.
was ready
I
to
think it's
play.
good for the team.
It was good for the team.
Yeah, I don't
I think
disagree.
it's good. And honestly, he was our best player in this series, and it was not even close.
Yeah.
Like, if you look actually at the plus minus, they're winning the series when he's on the court.
Yeah.
Right? And they suck when he's off. It's just the same shit as it's always been, right? So,
Same as everyone.
I don't know. I think he was really good.
Nasty alley oops.
He was really good.
The true
It
connection.
was better than he could, but you know,
Yeah.
this is probably too much to put on his plate for this playoff.
Yeah.
I think like Jaylen disappearing is a pretty big story. Like, it's nice that he's
Jalen
not really
and Derek
sure.
White, you know, and,
So-
and like you said with Derek,
Yeah,
he's
but
had a lot
I
of
think
playing all
like
season.
some of those ancillary parts. Come on, this guy. This is just flop fest.
Still fucking made it.
Yeah. I just think we sort of knew. I don't know. It's a weird coaching series for me more so than the players themselves. Like, because there's something.
Yeah.
Like, I understand some of the deficiencies of the players,
But
but I don't. But some of the decisions that have been made here, I do not. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll be back later. I think they're done though. I think they're gonna be done here.
I think
All
they
right.
could be done.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Interesting. Go Philly. Say your brotherly love, baby.
Go Philly, baboo.
Boo-booshka.
What? He got railroaded.
Oh,
All right. On that note, any more thoughts?
No,
head empty.
I'm done.
Good
for
night
these-
and good luck,
Good night and good
listeners.
luck.
Dig it
I'll
out.
see you in 2 more months.
Bye.
The No Shots podcast is brought to you by Dank Delish Coffee. Go to dankdelish.com and order up. Start your morning with a cup of delish. You can also listen, like, and subscribe to the No Shots podcast on Spotify and YouTube. Thanks for listening.